collective intelligence isn't.
Venom as well? How many balls will Fury throw at us?
Don't do anything to your breath. Sure, I'll handle all the quipping, no problem. Don't worry about it. People tell me I'm out of my mind all the time. And to think you could have been home watching TV.
They don't have the good sense to stay down. We will put them down once again.
had there was a failure to communicate.
Thank you. Without your aid, I shudder to think what would have become of my homeland. Now, what should we do with these two?
The fall of Stark Tower was just the beginning. Over the past few weeks, the Fold has aggressively ramped up its campaign to take over all of humanity. Many of our closest friends and allies remain unaccounted for. We have to assume they've been taken into the Fold.
It's no coincidence either. The Fold's primary targets are clearly superhumans. And thanks to the acquisition of Fury and his decades of intel, they've been able to make serious inroads in expanding the Collective's power base. Fortunately, Fury's knowledge of Wakanda isn't comprehensive, which is why we've been using Black Panther's palace as our temporary base of operations.
Fold forces were unable to retrieve Venom and Green Goblin after you defeated them. Using the pure nanite samples your team obtained from Prison 42, we've been able to cure these two criminals of their infection.
Venom and Goblin both claim a strong desire to help us stop the Fold. They're not the most trustworthy of allies, but frankly, we can't afford to turn them away. With the Fold growing exponentially, infecting entire populations at a time, it's becoming obvious we can't win a war of attrition against them. Their network seems to be the key. If we could only find a way to disrupt it. Unfortunately, they've clearly been taking steps to make that all but impossible.
Our best minds are working hard to devise a strategy to defeat the Fold before it becomes unstoppable. We'll let you know if and when we come up with anything solid.
My home is yours, friends. Everything here is at your disposal. Let us meet at the briefing station when you are ready to act.
We don't have time for these games, Osborn. Tell us everything you know about the Fold, now!
When will you self-righteous fools accept that I have nothing to tell you?
We spent precious antidote on you, Norman. We gave you back to yourself. You owe us.
Really? And you think I forgot?
Hello, my friend. What can I do for you? Reasonably sure, thanks to your timely intervention. Now that we know how the Fold operates, we can be ready. Many? No. But parting with even one loyal friend is terrible. I pray we don't lose more in the coming conflict. Few escaped, but most did not. The Fold's abilities are formidable, and they continue to grow every day. I will have to bid you goodbye for now.
Thing destroyed. Perhaps more than even you do.
Oh, hello. What can I do for you? Hank and I have been studying the tech recovered after we liberated Wakanda City. It's given us some insight into how the Fold's network configuration is evolving. In addition to their network encryption becoming even more robust, there are indications they are experimenting with trying to share special abilities beyond just their local groups. We have to hope they don't succeed in that. There's no way to really know. Based on the conversation with Nick Fury, I'd say their own personalities are intact, but their desires have all been converted into those of the group mind. I doubt they have any use for the shutdown signal. Their members are completely compliant. I only wish we could send that signal through their network. It would end this conflict in the blink of an eye. Well, I need to get back to work. Goodbye.
Hi. I'm pretty busy right now, but I guess I can chat for a moment. We're doing our best. They're extending their influence much faster than we would have ever envisioned. I wish I knew. They must have set up some major production facilities somewhere. And fast. The bottom line is we don't have much time. We project all metahumans could be absorbed within 3 weeks. The rest of the population would fall several months later. I don't have time to try to convince you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hey, how's it going? I don't know what to think anymore. But if the Fold takes over, the future I knew will look almost appealing in some ways. Point taken. I'm just saying we can't let either of those futures happen. At least we know they can't both happen. It's a good question. They know we're here, but seems like right now they have other fish to fry. From what I understand, they don't have a leader per se, but they share knowledge across their network. And the information he's got on all of us might be the most dangerous thing about the Fold right now. Good talking to you, but I've got to run now.
Analysis of Fold technology retrieved after the liberation of Wakanda has revealed details about the Collective and how it's spreading. We are now aware of massive repeater towers being erected at secret locations around the globe at an astonishing rate.
These heavily defended towers are clearly being built to extend the reach of their network. Like the internet, their grid is adaptive and seems highly resistant to being completely shut down. So trying to destroy the towers would be an inefficient use of our time and resources.
However, we might still have an ace in the hole. Our nanite stasis signal should still function, if we could only broadcast it on their network. Their encryption makes that impossible to do from the outside. But if we were able to take control of one of their repeater towers and send the signal from there, it just might work.
We've identified only one tower that is central enough to reach the entire Fold before they could react.
If we were able to infiltrate this enemy base and send the shutdown signal, all members of the Fold would be paralyzed, allowing us to round them up and cure them of the nanite infection.
It sounds simple, but won't be easy. Iceland was one of the first countries to be completely overtaken by the Collective. However, this may be our only shot at defeating the Fold. If we fail here, we'll have revealed our only trump card, and they won't give us another chance once they figure out what we're up to. We'll get as close to the tower as we can without attracting their attention. From there, we'll have to fight through their defenses, make our way into the base, and send out that signal.
That's as close as we can get you. You must find a way inside, so you can send out the stasis signal.
Oh, that's gonna bruise. Guaranteed.
What we had there was a failure to communicate.
Are those devices anything like the recovered nanite-tech you've been studying?
They used to talk. Team, this is Hank Pym. Those amplifiers allow them to teleport in. I'd recommend destroying as many of them as you can.
That's how I like my opponents. Unconscious. You're making me hungry. This isn't funny anymore. There's no time for a little fight. Symbiote's hurting.